My mom is like, man, I hate to say it because she gets a big head about it, but she's kind of a natural, in front of the camera. I mean, I got it from somewhere, cats don't make dogs, so it was like, but.
Welcome to Bitch Talk. I'm your host, Erin.
And I'm co-host Ange, aka Captain Party.
2026 brings us into our 13th year of podcasting, and we're proud to be here. Thank you to our followers and longtime listeners for voting us Best of the Bay Best Podcast for 3 years in a row, and to SF Film for adding us to the respected list of essential SF winners.
If this is your first time listening, where the hell have you been? But better late than never. We're like if the rap group Salt and Peppa met the show Grace and Frankie and had a baby. And if you don't understand what that means, ask Jeeves. And now, on with the show. Clink!
Welcome to South by Southwest 2026. In this episode, we're covering narrative comedies. Edie, Arnold is a Loser, and Plantman and Blondie, a dress-up gang film. Plantman and Blondie actually won 3 South by Southwest awards, and we're really excited to have Frankie Quinones back on the show. Also in this episode, you'll be hearing from our honorary bitch, John Wildman, from Films Gone Wild in the Plantman and Blondie interview. Enjoy.
Welcome to South by Southwest 2026. We are Erin and Ange with the Bitch Talk podcast, and in this segment, we're going to be talking about Edie, Arnold is a Loser, which is having its world premiere in the narrative feature competition. We're sitting down with a whole party here, so I'm going to have you all introduce yourselves, the role you play in this film. We'll start with you to my left.
Yeah, this is Kate Atwood. I'm Kate Atwood. I'm the co-director. I guess I am in the movie. I play Walter Boyd's stunt double for one shot. Not stunt double, body double.
Stand in.
Hey guys, I'm McKenna Tuckett. I played Frances Giaquinto, and I'm here.
I'm Megan Rico. I'm the writer and one of the co-directors of the film.
I'm Addie Madden Cabrera, and I play Edie Arnold.
One of our directors, if you want to choose among you, can you please introduce your film to our audience?
Okay, I'll do it. So Edie Arnold is a Loser is a coming-of-age comedy about a group of losers at an all-girls Catholic school that start a punk band and make a bunch of nuns pretty angry.
I do want to ask the writer here, Megan. So is this something that is close to home for you? Where did the ideas come from to make this film?
Yeah, so it's absolutely close to home for me. This is actually
how much of it is close to home?
Yeah, so I went to an all-girls Catholic school in Miami, Florida, and I was a loser. No, it's good. Now I made a comedy. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do one without the other. And so, yeah, all of that stuff. There's honestly, there's dialogue and there's moments that are ripped from interactions that I had with my friends. The only thing that I didn't do, I never had a band. That's the thing. Just kind of a stand-in for sort of my own journey of finding my voice through art. But it's more cinematic to watch someone play music than it is to watch someone write at their desk in their bedroom.
I too am a recovering Catholic schoolgirl.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yes, I know. The nuns, in your log line, you said that makes the nuns angry. The nuns, I think, are just always angry. That was my experience. But
it's
anyways,
not our fault.
No, it was just kind of it's a prerequisite. But anyways, the school's called Our Lady of Undying Sadness, which is also just hilarious. Yeah. But I want to talk about one thing that I still love about my childhood is the songs are bops. Catholic church songs are very good. So can you talk about how you chose which songs you were going to turn into punk songs, and were you all familiar with these songs in the first place?
Yeah, the Angels We Have Heard on High is the hymn that we turned into. We did a punk cover of it, and that was born out of necessity. Kate, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Movie. Yeah, we needed to write 3 original songs, and that was 4 original songs, I guess, and that was one of them. And we had written all of them except for this last one, and we're like, we've already done so much, and this has been so much work, and we have to shoot in a week.
And
oh my god!
We initially, I think we were like, okay, this is their first performance. They wouldn't have had time to write their own song, so we were trying to license punk covers. And initially, Kate and I were like, we got to get some Ramones in there. We got to get a bunch of Blitzkrieg Bop in there, just stuff like that. And obviously they were like, no, we don't know you and you don't have the money for that. So yeah, we were a week out and we were we weren't able to license any of these songs. What do we do? And we're like, public domain. We'll use a hymn. And I do feel like it's one of my favorite songs in the
It's so
movie.
good.
It rips, right?
Were you all familiar with these Catholic songs and also the bands that they're referencing, like the Ramones and
I think
No, I mean it's a real thing.
I was. I love punk music. I went through like an emo pop punk phase. Well, it's still.
You're still in it.
There's a lot of black going on.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the like choker neck. Yeah. Anyway,
It's a vibe.
yeah, it's my vibe.
Yes.
So I was like super excited about the idea of this film. I like really wanted. I like told him, and the first time I met Megan and Kate, I was like, yeah, and also I really really love punk music. Like blah blah blah. They were like, can you show us some old pictures of you in high school? I'm like looking for the edgiest photos of myself. What was the question? Oh my god.
Oh, the music.
Oh yes, but I did know the songs. I grew up in Utah, so not Catholic but Mormon, and that song's also used in Mormon church. So yeah.
And Gloria, yeah.
It spans all
Is that
the-
like a Christmas one? Do they Christmas
think
it?
so.
yeah. I taught my little baby cousin how to play it on the piano, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely came into into punk because of this movie. But like the hymns, I was like, girl, I know this.
Well, I want to talk to Megan and Cade and also the actors, but about casting, because they're all real fun and love these two in particular. So can you talk about just that process on your end and then on the actor's end?
We are so happy you asked. This is like our favorite topic because we approach casting a little bit different. I think Megan and I feel like the casting process is like a different skill set for actors than being on set.
Yeah.
And there are some actors that are really great in an audition. And then sometimes you get on set and you're like, oh, this is a different version of what we saw.
Yeah, and sometimes you get an actor who is like perfect for the role, but like they're new and they haven't done a bunch of self-tape, so they're like a little bit awkward in their self-tape, and then they fall by the wayside. Sometimes you get, no, that's not true about you. But you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes people fall through the cracks because they haven't developed one half of the skill set that's not really even that useful for us as filmmakers.
Yeah, so we approached it more like a rehearsal and just like wanted it to be okay for the actors to make mistakes, especially because, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but this is their first movie. This was Addie's first time like stepping foot in front of a camera. And so it was like, it's okay if you make a mistake because that's okay on set. We can do another take. It's totally fine. And so we like really encouraged that. And they both came in and like, I mean, Addie came in and like really warmed up and like settled into the role, and then McKenna came in as Frances. Like immediately, like there's just like a switch that changes in her like body posture, and she like assumes the role of Frances.
Also, I do want to say, because I don't feel like we've talked about this, what we did with our callbacks specifically was, like Cade said, we wanted to feel like a safe space where people could make mistakes. So we were like swapping them. We did the same scene over and over again and swapping girls in for different roles. And so pretty quickly we settled on Addie as our Edie, and she was kind of in every single one. And then McKenna, it was like, to your detriment that you were like nailing every single role that we put you in. So we were like, we know we want her, but we were like putting you in every single role. And it was like really based on like, what's the combination that we can make work? But it was amazing to watch McKenna truly, like, you're such a good like listener and like a reactive actor. And you were just like embodying every character in a way that was so different and special and like a cold read pretty much, and we were so impressed. And I just feel like that hasn't been said yet.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh man, and that's maybe why you didn't keep getting Frances
No, I
immediately.
literally remember being in the room being like, I know you put me in as Ellen, but put me in as Frances. Like, I felt like it took a while to actually like get one of the scenes where I was Frances, and I was like, oh, these guys don't know. They don't know.
You had to show them what was in your soul.
No, I read the script and my body language like I was reading it with a friend who also had a callback, and I was reading Frances, and like my body language just like changed, and like my voice, and I was just like taking up space, and I was like, it was just so like my initial self-tape, it's very grounded. I like did like a Michael Cera impression because I like wasn't really sure what to do, and then when we got to once I got the actual script, when I got the callback, I was like, oh wait, sorry, throw that out the window, I know who this is. Yeah.
And for you though, how was the casting process, and then being in front of the camera for the first time.
No, it was, I loved the way that they did casting. It was actually like my first self-tape I ever did. Like, truly, I was like such a newbie. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was like freaking out when I got a call back. But the second I like met Kate and Megan, also pretty fun thing that they did was when they like brought us in, they're like, okay, we're gonna do some warm-ups, whatever, just to like release some nerves. And I was like, that's such a cool thing to do, and I really needed that. So it was cool. I felt pretty comfortable like after meeting them. I think we clicked pretty instantly. So it was nice. But yeah, the casting was so fun, and like honestly, like doing chemistry reads with like a bunch of different actors, like getting to meet a bunch of people. It like I started to kind of be like, okay, I feel like they really liked this person, and so like I don't know. When they actually like figured out who they were casting for everyone, I was like, yeah, I knew it.
You're taking a little tally.
Yeah.
Well, this film definitely needed that freshness and benefits from that freshness from the two of you. But one thing I think you got really right, Megan, was, I joke about going to Catholic school and how it fucked me up. But I also have a handful of close-ass friends that we talk on the regular. I'm in my 40s now. We still talk all the time, and they are my ride or dies. And you really tapped into that. So I wanted you to sort of reflect on friendships that are born of trauma from Catholic school. And then we can talk to our two actors about how you created that bond that was so real.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I went to Catholic school, and I talk about how it was like hard and I felt like an outcast, but I had 3 like very close friends. And I think it was that thing where there's like a frequency that people like vibrate at, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, we're like on the same frequency, and no one else in this whole tiny school is like on the same frequency. And I think a lot of it was like just through like a shared sense of humor, because now the 4 of us are in like, I don't know, our lives are very different.
Yes.
But when we get together, there's still just like, like a shared sense of humor. It's like all about the jokes that like they bring you through everything. And then through that, we're able to like connect and, I don't know, support each other. But yeah, it like always starts with the jokes, and we just like are laughing so much. And I'm actually very excited for them to see the movie. I wonder if they will remember, because there are, like I said, there are scenes in it that I'm like, we used to do that. We used to tase each other in the middle of class and like have to get on the floor and stuff.
Fake taser.
I was like, how did you get one?
No one was harmed in the making of this film.
Yeah.
The nuns had the tasers.
Yeah, correct.
But yeah, I'm excited to see if they like, I don't know, if it unlocks the same memories for them that it did for me when I was writing it. I feel like that'll be very nice.
Oh, I love that. And then you two, like, first meeting and how you made that chemistry happen.
Yeah, we first met in callbacks, and I think like because we were like both so new, like there's kind of a Utah acting scene a little bit that we were like not totally a part of.
It totally felt like
at
being
the time.
It felt like
Heard of it?
Yeah.
It felt like being at like a new school, and like everyone already knew each other.
A lot of people kind of knew each other, yeah. And we are sort of shy. And so, well, at least I am shy. So as soon as McKenna walked in, she just kind of like came up to me, which is just kind of funny that it happened that way. And she's just like such a sweetheart. So it's like, it's so easy to like love her deeply and dearly. But I think we like just have a natural chemistry, which is pretty lucky. We did like some scenes together. We keep talking about this, but it is a real thing that really happened. We did like we ran the scene at the pizza parlor where it's like the 4 girls and Iggy, and he yells boner. Sorry, spoiler. But after that happened, McKenna and I just kind of like looked at each other and like had just this moment where we were like, I don't know, we felt like we were embodying our characters, and it was really cool and special.
And even after we got cast, we did our first rehearsal, and like after we just like sat for like 2 hours and talked, and it was crazy because it didn't feel like we were meeting a new person. It kind of just felt like we were like catching up with a friend we've always had.
Megan and I were inside like working on production during that rehearsal, and we walked out and they were like sitting on the steps talking. It had been like 2 hours since we like let them go. Yeah. And I remember being like, okay, you guys did the performative thing. We get it. You're friends. You guys can go home. And then Megan and I left, and they were still just chatting, sitting outside, talking, and like it's a very genuine friendship, which was like very cool to see.
We went to a haunted house.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
She's so funny in a haunted house. If you can go to a haunted house with McKenna, I really recommend.
Here's the thing. I also went to a haunted house with Edie.
Yeah, that's
and so
true.
like, do you take all the girls to haunted houses?
Emo vibe.
She's a little-
Seriously leaning in.
I invited Cade as well. He
it's
told
not my
us
thing.
no.
That's even better, though.
You're like, the world is a haunted
No.
house.
We
People
like
push
it.
me in front,
Yes,
and that's
yes.
why I don't go.
Trauma. I have one last question, then we'll get to our segment that we do at the end of our episodes. But I do want to talk about, and I know Dad's here, but the horniness
Relatable.
of young girls and guys, and just we don't talk about it enough. I think there's sex talk, but there's no horniness talk, and you have that in the script. Thank you, McKenna, for embodying the horniness. But can you talk about just adding that kind of, I don't know, special sauce or whatever you want to call it to the writing?
For sure, because I think, like, Kate and I have talked about this a lot. A lot of teen movies, like you said, like, there's sexiness, there's sex in it. But when I was that age, like, I didn't know what anything was. I was, like, such a late bloomer. You guys, my first kiss was when I was, like, 17 and a half years old. It's okay. I was 6'1", and everyone in my hometown was like 5'2".
No, girl,
They just couldn't reach you. They just couldn't reach you.
They couldn't reach me. They wanted to, but I
yeah.
couldn't see. But so I was like,
You just saw the tops of heads. Yeah.
I was such a, I just like didn't know what anything was. And I just remember it was like almost performative of being like, when are we gonna bone, brother?
And then you're like, what's a bone?
Exactly.
And so
Or you.
like, partially like so horny and frustrated, and then partially like not, and just trying to fit in. And I feel like we really wanted to like show that these girls are not getting some anytime soon. And like same thing, like Edie kind of gets what she wants, and she's like, wait, no, not like this, not like this.
Yes.
So yeah, it was very important to us to like represent that side of things, like the late bloomer experience for girls.
And I mean, I really like that how you wrote Frances. She's kind of just like generally like, it's so fun saying penis.
Yes,
and it's not like Frances doesn't have any romantic interest. And I mean,
And also she has a headgear.
and she could figure it out.
Yeah. They come off. I think.
find a way.
You
You'll
find a way.
way.
There's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I honestly like kind of my experience in high school was like my friends having all these boy crushes, and then me being like, yeah, man. Yeah. So it was kind of like, I feel like Frances, the character, like 5 years after the movie, she'll figure out like, oh, I have my own sexuality.
Yeah.
But like for like she could be a lesbian for all we know.
Totally.
Yeah.
A lesbian.
We all could be.
We all think it.
Yeah, we all are.
But for the time being, it's like, oh, I'm just excited for my friend to bone.
You're just being a good friend.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear the notes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sounds squishy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sadly, we have to wrap soon, but we do end every segment with something we call This Bitch. So this is your moment to shine a light on someone or something that's bringing you joy, or you can throw shade at someone or something that's pissing you off. So we can decide amongst yourselves who wants to go first when you're ready.
Oh, I have one that's just fresh on my mind. Well, because we're in Austin. Why don't they have signs anywhere? Sorry.
So you're like, this bitch Austin doesn't have signs?
Signs about what?
This bitch, the city of Austin.
We love you, Austin. We're
Yeah,
really having a
Austin,
great
thank you
time.
for having us. It's nice here, but also like it's so hard to find where you're supposed to be ever. I went with Cade's girlfriend to pick up her sister from the airport. Where the heck are you supposed to pick people up from the airport? No idea.
We went to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Tiniest stop sign I've ever seen
I
in my
know,
life.
like almost invisible stop sign, speck of dust stop sign. Yeah, no more signs, please, because we be lost.
Great.
I also have like I want to talk shit. I have a South by Southwest specific one. It's not South by Southwest. This bitch.
Be careful. We want to come back.
No, South by Southwest is amazing. This bitch, the Peaky Blinders pop up. Because look, we went around. We're an indie film, DIY, micro budget, doing it ourselves, and we went out. We got up at 8 a.m, and we put flyers all over. And then 2 minutes later, Peaky Blinders be covering up our flyers.
No.
And I don't think they're doing it on purpose, but we're taking it personally.
Yes.
And I'm like, you guys already got the name recognition.
I was like, do they need help?
No,
absolutely
they know
not.
about you. You guys have an activation.
Yeah.
They were giving out hats that said Peaky Blinders on the back. We got one. We stuck an Edie Arnold sticker on it.
Yeah.
Covered the logo.
So it's mostly just like, this bitch, the Peaky Blinders flyers, get out of here.
Yeah, that's so rude. No, unacceptable. All right.
I'll go positive. This bitch, our cast and crew is amazing. I didn't realize, like, we have like 40 people here with us, like supporting the movie. And I didn't realize that that's not normal. Like most cast and crew, they work on like 5 or 6 movies that get into these festivals every year. And a lot of our crew and cast, this is like the first time that anything has ever like gotten into a festival. So we have like our production assistants here are like very junior positions that have like come out, flown out to Austin and like paid the money to be here. And like after our premiere, we all went to a bar last night and like hung out. And it's just so
Well, almost
fun.
all of us, not McKenna.
Oh, McKenna couldn't
Underage.
It's I'm 19 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say this could have been your sexy night out. Finally.
My sexy night out is movie tickets for my grandpa.
Sorry, kid. Go. Continue.
But yeah, it's just lovely to spend the time with all of these amazing people.
Oh my God, he's crying, you guys.
Oh no,
I actually cried.
I've cried a lot,
last night,
but I'm not crying right
A
now.
tissue.
That is beautiful. I love it. Every name in those credits deserves
Yeah.
credit.
They
Yeah,
do. They're all amazing.
Yeah.
Edie is a bitch. That song slaps.
The
It's
song-
in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's your this bitch?
This
Yeah.
bitch,
This
Edie is a
bitch is
bitch.
Edie is the bitch. Yeah. Thank you. That's all I
Great.
could think of.
Perf.
Thank you so much. This has been so fun. We've been talking with the cast and crew from the film Edie Arnold is a Loser. Congratulations. Have a great South by.
Thanks
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thank
This
you.
is the best.
Yeah,
You guys are so
it was
fun.
Oh, good. We talk about horniness all day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Welcome to South by Southwest 2026. We are Aaron and Ange of the Bitch Talk podcast, joined by our honorary bitch, John Wildman, editor-in-chief of Films Gone Wild. And in this segment, we are talking about Plantman and Blondie, a dress-up gang film, which is having its world premiere in the narrative feature competition here at South by Southwest. We're joined by an old friend, actor, writer, producer, stand-up comedian, Frankie Quinones. Welcome back to Bitch Talk.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? The homies.
Exactly. Can you introduce the film to our audience, please?
Yeah, well, the film's called Plantman and Blondie. I'm in a comedy troupe called the Dress Up Gang. We met many moons ago in the San Francisco comedy scene. And then we've been making content. We made it, for a long time, we made a TV show for TBS back in like 2017. And then, then this thing started going. Mark Ankner from Mountaintop Pictures, we had been discussing something for a while. We kind of kept in touch, and then an opportunity came up where he was able to put together some funding to make a feature, So we're like, all right, I ran it by the guys. They were a little bit like, whoa, what? And then, cause it was kind of just like, yeah, let's go, homie. Like this is ready, And so, they gave us a budget. We started getting after it. And then, we wrote the movie and then, shot it. And then, we edited, did some pickups and got it to a good place. And we're really excited about it. It's cool, man. It's like kind of a long time coming. We've been working together for a long time. It's our first feature. And kind of everything came together, and it's good. And we're happy with it. So excited for the world to see it. Yeah. But it's pretty much a buddy comedy about houseplants. So
In short. I was gonna say, this movie's silly, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, we need silliness right now,
Yeah.
And so, but you're tackling some pretty serious subjects: loneliness, like addiction to the internet on our phones. So can you talk about that writing process and trying to wrap that all into this fun buddy comedy about Plant's story?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because over the pandemic, plant sales went up because people were getting lonely and stuff like that. And then, and obviously like doom scrolling and all that culture is become a huge thing in society. And so, Corey's characters, like a lot of people are able to work from home now since the pandemic. Like Zoom became a real big thing. And, we got Kevin Nealon to play Corey's boss. So he's the authority figure, always on the Zoom, kind of keeping Corey tied up to this, kind of being just kind of stagnant and just like, Corey's apartment's like really bleak and he always has these Zoom meetings and he just like, but I need this promotion, caught up in that life. And then he meets this sort of kind of magical character, but he's committing crimes. Actually, Donnie's character, who is breaking into people's houses to water their plants and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, it was like he kind of pulls Corey out of that and gets him in touch with like his environment and nature in general and stuff like that. So, you know, Fox Entertainment Studios is the one who you know, kind of made this thing happen and gave us the money to do it. And they were really happy with it, and they're happy with the way it came out. So I'm glad that we're out here like pushing it and that we got it into South by Southwest. It's crazy. Yeah.
You know, when I was watching the film, I was it entertained the hell out of me. But I'm also like watching this going, how in the hell do these guys get this thing made by a studio? Because I'm like, you know, because studios, of course, they're digging into old IPs and they're wanting to like do things that everybody's seen before. And I'm like going, were these guys in a pitch room, literally pitching Plantman and Blondie? Were they doing that? You know, and so I would love for you to talk about, again, especially now that I know that, you know, that you know, that there's a core troupe here that has worked together, and so literally the story of this was, did you guys workshop it, or you know, or did one of you come with the script and then you guys pitch in? How the hell did you guys do this damn thing?
Yeah. Well, thankfully we have a catalog and an archive of work that we've been doing for years, you know, and then so they were already aware of that. They were fans. You know, Hannah over at Fox Entertainment, her husband was actually a real big Dress Up Gang fan already, and you know, and then Mark Ankner at Mountaintop was able to kind of put us together and connect the dots. So they were already like a fan of the work. You could see our tone and our brand is always, you know, we're always playing it really straight, but at ridiculous topics, and they love that. So they were like, we just, you know, we want that. If you guys can come up with something, you know, that could be a feature and have that tone of what you guys do. So they were already aware of like what we do, you know. So it was just like it was kind of just like, you know, if we could come up with some of that, and then we started doing. We already had a kind of a little mini series we started called the Fiddle Leaf. And that's when, you know, Corey has this fiddle leaf, and then Donnie's kind of mischievous dude who keeps going around kind of harassing him to tell him he's not taking care of his plant correctly.
Because it's finicky.
Yeah, fiddles are finicky. You know?
You're educating us in this film as well.
Yeah. Also, I learned a lot.
So, you know, yeah. So it was, and it kind of all started because Rob Boardman, who's a writer director, you know, another founding member of the group. He had two fiddles in his living room, right? But one was real scrawny and puny, and the other one was like thriving in the corner, kind of flexing on the little one, making the little one feel. So in our heads, we're like, dude, he's making this little one feel insecure about himself, and like we got to do something about this. So we created this whole like kind of storyline in our head just based off these two fiddles that were in Rob's living room where we were working a lot, and then that's what kind of organically led to this story, and then so. We kind of just pitched it to, you know, Fox Entertainment and Mountaintop. Like, yo, we could turn this into a feature, this whole Fiddle Leaf thing. And then it was like, it kind of got some love. And then there was like, even, I remember the day when I hit up the guys because the R&B singer Miguel, I don't know if you know him.
Oh, yes.
He messaged me. He's like, bro, that Fiddle Leaf, bro, you got me. And I was like, hey, bro. And I hit up the guys. I was like, hey, yo, people are liking this, man. And so.
Not just people, Miguel.
Yeah, but also
Jesus
Miguel. So.
Christ.
His next love song.
Fiddle
The
leaf,
music
baby.
video.
Yeah.
It's like this sexy fiddle.
You're finicky like my fiddle, baby.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Play my fiddle. I'll
That
water
was
you
it.
like my fiddle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna veer for a second because I have to give you a shout out for your Damn That's Crazy comedy special on Hulu.
Thank you.
Holy shit, Frankie. Me and some homies were there for the filming of it.
Yeah, thank you so much
which
for
was,
being there.
It was a magical night, but watching it, it brought back all the feelings. So congratulations. But I want to say, seeing your parents that night after the show, they are relationship goals, love goals. I love your parents so much. And then seeing them in this film, can you please talk about, were they just like, Mijo, when are we going to be in one of your projects? or did you have to force them, or because they're playing themselves, really, like them just like cuddling up and loving each other. That's just like real as fuck.
Right. Yeah. That was that was a big honor to, you know, bring them on the set and get them into the movie. my mom is like, man, I hate to say it because she gets a big head about it, but she's kind of a natural, you know, in front of the camera. I mean, you know, I got it from somewhere, you know, cats don't make dogs, you know, so it was like, but my dad needs a little coaching, but you know, he's into it though. He's like, no, mijo, you know, he's like, I got it, mijo. I want to get better at it, mijo. I'm like, all right. And so, but yeah, it was an honor to have him on. And my mom is like, you know, we've been through a lot just on a personal level as a family throughout all the years and all that, and especially, you know, me getting a hold of this whole, you know, career and industry, having to get sober after battling drug addiction, all that. It was kind of like, you know, getting through all that and then getting to a place where, you know, the love just kind of started outshining everything. Like, we always have to do that work. But, you know, my mom has she had a really rough childhood and stuff like that. So she has that thing that I have when it comes to acting, where you can kind of tap into the pain whenever you need to. And not that there's like these heavy scenes in there, but it kind of gives you a little more ability to have a range, you know, and she has that, you know, and I hate to say it because she gets a big head. Oh, I'm a working actress now, you know, like she gets such a, you know, but she had a scene with Corey where she almost got like, and it's always okay to get too emotional or too heavy because you can always pull it back. But man, she got in there where even people on the set were like, whoa, because she's like, Corey, you know, he's going through a lot right now. And it was us, you know, just for the people that are listening, it was like the storyline is me and my mom and dad are running a struggling nursery. You know, we have a sanctuary in the back, a hidden one in the back where Donnie, you know, when he steals these plants that are dying, he brings them back to us in the back of the sanctuary, and we nurse them back to health so that we can rehome them. But, you know, we're running that nursery, so we're going through a lot, you know, and you know, we're about to get foreclosed on and all that. So there's like a little bit of emotion there, but my mom's able to tap into it while she's talking to Corey. And it's like, you know, she started crying during the first scene. And she's like, I'm sorry. Like, to everybody on the set, we're like, no, it's okay. Like, but, you know, for me being her son, I'm like, dang, homie, because I know where that's coming from, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. It was kind of cool to see. But she did great, man. She killed it. And I can't wait to, you know, put her to work with her and more stuff. It's so weird saying that. Can't wait to work with my mom and more stuff. But yeah, she's got it, man. She could act, you know. So it was like, it was cool. But my dad, he does fine. He's all right.
Are they here? We can see them later.
No, they didn't make it.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom had a surgery recently, so she's recovering. She's all good though. But yeah. It was, they're here in spirit. You know? Yeah.
I don't have a question, and we have to wrap soon, but I do just want to shout out This Fool. I don't think enough people know about that show.
Yeah,
we loved that show. So congratulations on that, and I hope more people watch it. But
yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu still. There's 2 seasons of it called This Fool. Yeah, it's me and one of my best friends, Chris Estrada, and then Michael Perioli, who you know from The Sopranos.
Correct.
And stuff. He likes Chicanos, so. So yeah, please. I watched Damn That's Crazy on Hulu too.
Yeah.
No shit. Okay, so we end every segment with something we call This Bitch. So this is your moment to either shine a light on something that's bringing you joy or throw shade at something or someone that's pissing you off.
Oh, man.
So who is your This Bitch of the moment, Frankie?
Wait, something that's bringing me joy?
Yeah, it can either be shine a light on something or throw shade. Whatever you're feeling.
Let me see. This bitch. I mean, you know, I don't know. I say the way people are coming together. You know what I mean? Just the way people are coming together right now, considering we're living in a twilight zone, it feels like sometimes. But yeah, I would say like unity. Yeah, I don't know. Is that, I don't know. Is this I don't know. I guess it's weird to say this bitch, unity. But yeah, that's what I'm excited about Plantman and Blondie because it's you know, things are so heavy right now. It's kind of cool to just get a little breath of fresh air.
And be together in real life. Yes.
Yeah, be together in IRL. I don't want to get all technical, but in IRL. Yeah. But yeah, unity, baby.
Thank you so much, Frankie. We love you. Again, we've been talking about Plantman and Blondie, a dress-up gang film with the one and only Frankie Quinones. We'll have you on again soon, hopefully.
Yeah, right on. Thanks for having me.
Congrats, homie.
Yeah.
thanks for joining us on today's show. You can find more information about this episode in our show notes.
If you're missing us, you can visit us at bitchtalkpodcast.com to sign up for our newsletter and buy us a cup of coffee.
Did you know we're also on the radio? You can find us at bff.fm.
And lastly, rate and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. All the cool bitches are doing it.